Hello. Suicide vests. In Mexico? That's new for me, actor Kirk Acevedo says in the latest Lioness episode. He's playing a DEA agent named Gutierrez, so his character should know. I have also never read anything about border traffickers wearing suicide vests. Here's what I do know, audiences have tuned into an absolutely insane season of Lioness so far. For some reason, series creator Taylor Sheridan wants the viewer to believe that, once you step across the border and he turns on the sepia filter, Mexico is as dangerous as the war in the Middle East. Michael Kelly's character, CIA Deputy Director Byron Westfield, said just as much back in episode 4. This is no different than the war in Afghanistan or Iraq, he explained. Only in Lioness, folks. This week, everything takes a turn for the worse. Whatever kind of war games this season is playing, the Lioness team is losing. Last episode's cliffhanger explosion killed every single person that Joe tried to save. Meanwhile, we're no closer to learning the identity of a secret Chinese agent hiding among the Los Tigres Mexican cartel. Cartel leader Alvaro Carrillo has also yet to make a single appearance. Joe's team scrambles without her. It's crazy how often Lioness stomps its foot on the gas and yet is no closer to advancing the plot. There's only 2 episodes left in season 2 after this week. So it is paramount, pun intended, that Lioness figures out how to escalate these events even faster. We don't really have time for Josefina, Genesis Rodriguez, to become a full-fledged Lioness anymore. Trojan Horse Angie Joe's team into Mexico is also out of the question. This week, Cruz simply moves in on Pablo Carrillo and takes him into custody. They also find a housekeeper who is wearing a wire. Oh. Mission compromised. The group desperately tries to reach Joe, but her phone is broken. She was actually shot in the assault from the last episode. Joe must have been in shock because she feels it was way too late. Gunshot to the chest, bullet penetrated the liver, and fragments entered the lungs, Caitlin Meade tells Secretary of State Morgan Freeman. Damn. That's really bad. Things are falling apart everywhere, says Caitlin. Joe calls her husband on the plane ride home. He's at their youngest daughter's soccer game. You need to know. The sun rises and sets with you, she tells him. The girls are going to take this really hard. They'll need you. Then she passes out. Is she dying? It does not look good. Since Joe is in critical condition, her team is left without a plan to move forward. They believe that Gutierrez could be a mole after finding that the wired-up housekeeper was working with the DEA, so they spent time that they didn't have interrogating him. You don't understand, Gutierrez pleads. You think I planned yesterday? Half my fucking team is dead. The best man at my fucking wedding got killed. I almost got killed. He explains that the housekeeper used to be his own son's nanny. 6 years she's been in that fucking house, and I haven't got shit from her. So, Gutierrez is still on our side? Cool. I liked him. But that means we wasted another episode, technically. The CIA's mission is compromised. Meanwhile, CBS News runs a story about how multiple federal agents died in the border incident. The CIA can't really hide this one. Caitlin and Byron are reamed out in another war room meeting with Secretary of State Morgan Freeman. You have violated virtually every assurance you gave us when we authorized this investigation, the White House Chief of Staff tells Westfield. It's not our fault, Westfield replies. No one accepts responsibility for anything. There's a lot of screaming. Eventually Secretary of State Morgan Freeman calms everyone down. This feels like a punt, Freeman says. Slow down and find another way in. Less risk and a lot less collateral damage. Maybe this mission doesn't have to happen anymore. Unfortunately, sir, I don't think we're in a stopping place, Brian insists. He's relentless. Joe's team is currently holding both Gutierrez and Pablo Carrillo hostage. Plus, they've incited multiple incidents at the border. That won't go unnoticed. You could say that the CIA played right into the Chinese agents' hands, if they exist at all. Make the whole goddamn thing go away, they tell Byron. Good luck with that. Thank you for watching.